China as an example. They talk about equality. Equality sounds so good. Everybody has a fair share of everything. So that's why as soon as the Communist Party went into power in 1949, so they confiscated all the land from all the landlords in the whole country. And the theory is we don't allow this exploiting class to exist. So now the land is confiscated, so everyone has a fair share of the land. The land belongs to the state, to the country. So it's called collective ownership. That sounds pretty good, right? The parents, everyone got a fair piece of the land. But very, very soon, the government says, oh, we need to take back the land because there's a big government. There is only one party. So the government can represent all the people. So in theory, it is commonly owned by all the people in China. But in practice, the only very few powerful people who control the land, who can benefit the land. So they can take away the land from the parents at will. And it also happened in the cities. They said, oh, now private part and state can work together. So they confiscated all the factories, shops of the so-called capitalism, business owners in the cities. And now you think, and all the state-owned factories, in theory, they were owned by everyone in the of the country and of the workers. But in reality, is the several leaders, they enjoy privileges. They gather all the wealth of China, and then right now it is estimated only maybe less than 1% of the population, or maybe less than 5,000 people in China who had the power, controls the majority or maybe all the wealth, or 90% of the wealth of the countries. Yes, socialism is definitely a scam. Don't look at the terms or the theory. Look at the reality. Wherever communism and socialism goes, it was disaster, it was poverty, it was misery of the people. And I hope that we can learn the hard lesson learned through the lives and tears and blood of so many innocent people, and we don't repeat them here in the United States, and we cherish what we've already have. Back in 1997, I was 21 years old and a university student, maybe like many of you here. At that time, I believed the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP, was the savior of China and the only one which is capable of creating a new and beautiful new China. It was forever glorious, forever correct, forever great. I believe it all, as that was what I and everyone around me had been taught ever since we were born. So I applied to join the party and was accepted, as I was always very obedient and did well in my study. I think in theory they have a lot of beautiful slogans and beautiful pictures to attract people, like equality, freedom, liberty. They also talk about these things. But I am here to remind people what socialism in practice is alike. And if we look at the history, the communism and socialist practice in the world have killed more people than the two world wars combined. Communist China, no one was allowed to have a second child then. So I had no choice but to do a forced abortion and killed my unborn baby. I didn't want to, but had no choice. July 1999, the Communist Party launched an overwhelming crackdown against Falun Gong. People were mass arrested, thrown into prison without trial, tortured, murdered, and even killed on demand for their organs. And they were also thrown into labor camps without trial, like me. On April 13, 2000, while I was fast asleep at my home, I suddenly heard loud bangs on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Before I could figure out what had happened, a vicious-looking police officer was already in my home. He grabbed me with force and took me to the police station. Later, I asked, why was I arrested while asleep at my home? And you guess what's the reply? Because of your thought.